And hello, DC fans, and welcome back to another episode of the Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my thoughts and review for tonight's episode of DC's Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 6. And guys, girls, everybody, buckle up because this stuff was bananas. I'm talking about bananas, okay? Like things were revealed. James Gunn was not kidding when he said things were gonna get really shaky in episode 6 through 8. The final 3 episodes are gonna give us like the biggest like, oh my god, what the hell moments. I'm telling you right now, spoilers ahead. If you have not seen this and you're trying to stay off the internet until you see this, turn this off, come back later, watch Peacemaker, and then we can talk about it. Because what we're gonna talk about is like, wow, like even I knew stuff was gonna happen. I've heard whispers. I knew at first I didn't really catch the whispers of what's gonna be happening, and then I went back for myself to really look at it in the other episodes. I'm like, yeah, now I get why everybody's talking about this, guys. Peacemaker, Christopher. He's an Earth X. Now, if you guys don't know the comics, Earth X is the Earth in the multiverse of DC where the Nazis won World War II and, worship Hitler and all that stuff. There was a great episode in the Justice League animated cartoon where Vandal Savage was the one who took over that Earth and changed everything. Batman was a rebel fighter, and the heroes, Superman and the others show up to help out, reset World War II to the way it was. And it was a great episode. Go watch if you ever seen it. Holy bananas, that was crazy. First of all, we got to see, we all know in the last episode, Chris, he felt bad because, he thought hardcore, betrayed him, turned him to Rick Flag Sr., and he decided, you know what, I gotta get out of here. She doesn't love me. The team's better off without me. I'm out. So he goes into the other Earth where his brother's alive, his father's a good guy, and all that happy sunshine rainbow place. He goes there. The team decides, let's go get our boy back. Hardcore goes. Conomos goes. The other girl goes as well, and of course, Vigilante. They all decide we got to get not only Peacemaker back, but also Eagly as well, because Eagly went with Peacemaker. So they go to their Earth, and things go crazy. First of all, everything's all like squeaky clean there, and of course, Amelia, she gets kind of like ill about the fact that she's hooking up with Chris in that universe, even though it's not really supposed to be that Amelia's Chris, because he's dead in ashes somewhere. So anyway, she goes to look for him. He's in Argus, and things start to get kind of awkward from there. We see Vigilante decides he's going to go track down his other self to see, any comparisons here or there. Kanamos and Adebayo, they decide to stay behind. And Adebayo decides, you know what, I'm going to go look around the town, the neighborhood, check it out. See what's peaceful, why Chris wants to be here so much. Take a stroll on the block. And oh my god, when I talk about the fact that it was revealed, that this is Earth X. First of all, we do get a scene where Chris and Hardcore are at Argus and they see the flags, and she's like wondering, what? How come there's no people of color here? And Chris is like, I don't know. Maybe they're just around. He just doesn't, Chris doesn't really pay attention to that. Why? I don't know, because I'm pretty sure he's kind of cuckoo in the head. Anyway, he looks at one of the flags. He unfolds it because all the flags have been masked, folded. Why? Because there's a big reveal, and the big reveal is that the fact that it has the Nazi symbol in it. You guys know the Nazi symbol? You guys know the Nazi symbol. And oh my god! And then when you see Adebayo just walking around the streets, and then you see people stopping and staring and pointing. It's not like they never seen it before. They're like pointing and angry the fact that she's a black woman, in their white supremacy world, and they go into a fit of zombie rage to go after her, and you see Adebayo just running down a hill. I thought that scene was hilarious. Messed up as well, obviously, but and obviously if it was a real world, that'd be really messed up. But still, you know what I mean. For a fictional thing, that was hilarious. So she's running down, everybody's chasing her, and then we also get to see Vigilante seeing himself, and they have a lot of things in common except for one thing. They look alike. They have pretty much everything in common. House is the same. Even his keys, Vigilante's keys, open the same secret room that he has in the basement, and it opens the same door, which is crazy. So he opens the door. He meets his other self. They start talking about what they like in common, what's their favorite color, pretty much all the same, except for one thing: the fact that the vigilante from that Earth, from that world, from Earth X, he hates Peacemaker. Like that's like his Lex Luthor, his super villain. Like he hates him. Like he's part of the resistance basically. And he thinks obviously that Peacemaker, the one that Chris killed, is a Nazi. Pretty much he is, but our Earth One Chris took him out. Our DC Chris took him out. So he's gone, but he thinks that that's his Chris from his Earth. So go figure. And speaking of villains, big cameo. I mean, not a big cameo, not a big super surprise. Kind of figured he was going to show up eventually, him or the other one, or both eventually. And we got to see Rick Flag Sr. go visit a prisoner in Belle Reve, and is Lex Luthor. Yep. Nicholas Hoult returns as Lex Luthor in this Behind Glass. He's in jail. He's locked up Belle Reve. If you don't know what Belle Reve is basically the DC's, other, Flashes, Superman's, Wonder Woman's, everybody else's villains is jail, except for obviously Batman. Batman has his own jail, which is Arkham Asylum. So we all know that. They guess where they keep all the superpowered beings. They keep them locked up, kind of like how in Marvel, they got the Rift, that big floaty prison thing, kind of like that. So Belle Reve is basically where they lock up all the prisoners who have superpowers. Yeah. Except for Batman villains, because Batman keeps his villains in Gotham, so yeah, so I thought this episode was great. Man, every time it ends, I just want to see more. It's not in the same vein as like, I just saw Zombies, Marvel Zombie, and it was great. But it was only 4 episodes, and it kind of happens quick, so I kind of forgot about it. But Peacemaker just keeps getting better as it goes along, and it just shows how James Gunn is handling these characters and making us care about them. And he's already given us the multiverse and us caring about the damn multiverse. Unlike Marvel, which I love, which they haven't really given us anything with the multiverse. You know what I mean? So while they're closing their multiverse, and Marvel, DC is starting to open it a little bit just to show us what the heck this universe can be here. And it's fantastic, and I think it's working really well so far. I think James Gunn understands how to make these stories connect and feel like it's one big shared universe, and I'm digging it so much. Man, and then we got to see a cool moment between Peacemaker and Hardcore, and he tells her, "I love you. I don't care about your flaws and all that." And she's like, "I'm damaged. I'm a mess, and I can't spare my feelings. Spare my feelings out there like you can." And he goes, "I don't care. I still love you. I want to be with you, but she's afraid to actually commit to him. Apparently, she never really was angry at him for killing Rick Flag Jr. because we all thought that. And yeah, and now they're on the run because now the other Amelia found out about the one from the Earth One, and now they're wanted people. Also, freaking economist, he gets busted by Peacemaker's dad and started blabbing about the fact that, oh yeah, the Chris in this world, he's not really your son, he's just your son, but he's from a different world and he killed your son, so he blabbed that out. So we all know now what's gonna happen there. So the dragon is gonna come out and probably have go crazy and try to kill our Chris. So yeah, next week is gonna be a wild episode. And of course, we got to see Eagly as well. Cute dog. Oh, by the way, Lex is using a cane because if you guys remember from Superman, he got his ass beat by Crypto. So, yeah. So, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode because this episode was wild. And it just sets up the next 3 episodes 8, 9, and 10. I think it's 8, 9, and 10. Or maybe it's just 7, 8, 9. I know, either way, whatever episodes are left, it sets it up really well, and I cannot wait. And apparently, this is all going to set up the Superman sequel, Man of Tomorrow, which comes out in 2027. So DC is rocking right now. I'm talking, they're taking that new rocket ship, that new train that they got, and they are flooring it. And it's good. The track is good so far. Fingers crossed that it stays that way. Because we got Supergirl next year. We got freaking Green Lanterns coming out. And apparently they dropped a little Easter egg here. Apparently Spider-Man exists in the DC world now. So yeah. So there's that. And they mentioned Spider-Man here. So I thought that was pretty cool. So yes, Spider-Man exists in the DC universe. In a fun way. But anyway, great episode. I'm digging this whole show so far. Season 2 has been a banger so far, and it's just DC's on a freaking roll, and I can't believe it. I can't believe we're actually here. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought. Stay tuned for more. Thank you very much, and have a good night.